So today I'm going to show you how you can make a marbled goblet looking, not goblet, yeah goblet, looking marbled piece that has a little lid. You'll see, I'm going to show you. Here's what you'll need. So you're going to need 2 packages of Sculpey clay. I have this yellow and this blue. I think they're kind of pretty colors together. Now these are the 2 little packages, not the big packages with like 3 inside. This is one of the 3 segments. By the way, ASMR moment. I had to, guys. Okay, so first I'm gonna open the 2 packages, ASMR style. This is just like some blue clay, basic blue clay. I really don't want to throw it at the camera, but it's good. Yeah. Out of sight, you can't see it. Okay, magic. Okay, next one. I'm gonna lightly peel the package. So then, it's perfect. And left. Okay, I've just ruined it. I don't really care. Okay, so once you have your 2 pieces, you're going to, this is polymer clay. It's hard to knead. You have to knead it, because look, this is like it when you take it out of the box, but wait, look. Okay, so it's like dead. It's just like, what is wrong? So, it's very nice though. It's like fun once you knead it, but, and when I do cut it, it reminds me of cheese for some reason. The way it kind of melts on your hands. Well, I got a little bit of red on there because I had just used like red clay. Okay, so you're going to cut your piece. You're going to cut yours into what I might like to call thirds, but they're not evenly partitioned. That's a math word I learned in 3rd grade. Ha. Okay, back to what I was doing. So I have 2 pieces of clay, and what I did was I cut this in half, and then I cut those halves in halves, but I kept this half. Okay, so you're going to do the exact same with your second color. By the way, you're going to need 2 different colors, and a butter knife, and a small rolling pin, and a toothpick. That's not necessary. You do need it if you want to clean out the edges and make it look pretty, but you don't really need it necessarily. You can do your hands. If you are not as mediocre as me, you can probably do this way better. You're also going to need a rolling pin. You can use your hands, you can use a book, whatever. I just brought out the rolling pin because I wanted to make it look good for you guys. Okay, back to cutting. So I'm going to cut this piece in half. Don't worry if like the last color gets into your new color, because you are going to marble them anyway. So I'm just going to keep cutting. This is not working. It's like sliding. Okay, reality, get used to it. So just gonna add this little piece here. So I'm gonna need the 2 big pieces. I'm gonna start with the yellow. Okay, so it's kind of hard to knead it, but after like 1 to 2 minutes, it really like softens. It's good. We're all good. We're all clear. Yeah, it's already pretty much done. So I'm just gonna put this aside to save time and to not make you wait the 30 minutes it takes to knead. No, it takes like 5 minutes in all of like 2 big chunks. Okay, so I'm just gonna do the first 2 big pieces. These should be 4 even pieces or equal to 1 whole, because what happens is these are 2/4, these are 2/4, the 2/4 equal 1/2, and then the 2 halves equal 1 whole. Math. Okay, so back to this. Sorry, I'm yelling in your face. I just have a problem. So once you have these 2, by the way, make sure you wash the butter knife after you put it in the toxic clay. It's not toxic. I don't really know. So once you're done that, what you're going to do is you're going to take this, and you're just going to make it into like little logs, kind of, that this is. Okay, this is kind of like a little log or something that kind of just, it's not gonna look like this when you're done. This is not the final product. This is not the final product. I repeat, this is not the final product. Okay, so again, we do that. So what you're going to do is you're just gonna mash them together and kind of twist them into like a shape, and like, I don't know, just mash it together and kind of marble it. It doesn't really matter if they mix, but when you do this, make sure the 2 colors, when they do mix, make an okay looking color. Okay, so once you're done that, like, barely mix it, like this is perfect. Okay, so next what you're going to do is, once you've like barely mixed it, so then you can kind of see it, you're gonna roll it into a nice ball, and the door is open. If you hear any noise, the door is open. My only excuse. Just gonna roll it into a nice ball. Looks like a literal marble. It's marbled. It's a marble. Okay. So next what you're going to do is, this is a basic push pot. I learned this in 1st grade. It's easy. So what you're going to do is you're just going to take your thumb and you're going to stick it into your piece of clay, and then you're actually going to kind of use your hand to flatten it, because this is going to turn out to look like a little goblet or something. You'll see in the end when I'm done. You can fast forward if you want. So, I also have a cat who likes to lick. If you heard that, I don't even think you heard it. Okay, so why it's called a push pot is that you just push, and then you should get some sort of bowl shape. And then once you have that, you are going to take 2 of your 1/4 blocks and put them together and knead. By the way, this is like a little container dish thing. Yeah. So I'm not gonna bake them on camera for you guys. I'm just gonna assemble it. Hopefully it's able to hold up. I might video it for you guys, but yeah. We also have a clock. Yeah, there's so many background noises. Okay, so now this is where your handy dandy rolling pin. Get it right. Okay, so yeah. So what you're going to do is you're going to roll this into a ball after you have marbled it and kind of mixed it together. And you are going to take your rolling pin and make it into a circle shape, kind of. Oh, I forgot something. Choose a piece that's kind of really marbled and just pick that off. and just make it into a circle. This is going to be a handle for later. So back to rolling. Just kind of fix that. You should have done that earlier, and I'm sorry I didn't tell you. I'm gonna round this a little bit more and just roll it up again. Try not to mix it too much, or else it's just gonna turn into the color it would make. It's better for it to just be slightly marbled and maybe to have a little bit of that color. I'm doing yellow and blue, and it kind of makes this really nice lime green, or like a nice greenish. Well, that has the print of this tablecloth. So once you've done that, what you're going to do is kind of put this on top, measure it out, and then maybe even take your handy dandy toothpick and kind of sketch out the top of this by kind of going around this and getting the circumference of the piece of your little bowl, push pot. And that will be your lid in a few seconds. So once you have that, it'll kind of be like roughly sketched out. It might even come out. You can use your toothpick to kind of cut off any excess, or your handy dandy butter knife, but you're probably not going to need this again. Yeah, but I'm going to choose the side that I like the most, and I kind of do like this side better because it's not as mixed. And then what you're going to do is you're going to use any scraps. You could have just used the scraps. You didn't really have to take any extra off. And you're going to attach a little bowl, and that will be the little handle to open and close this. Are we done? No. And if you do have any extra scraps, put them aside because this might not be enough. It's probably enough. You probably would only need half of this, but you actually probably need the amount that I said, but maybe a little less. But here's the little bowl. I'll probably attach this somehow. I'll get to that later. But yeah, I'm just gonna attach this. Actually, I'm going to take another little piece, and I'm gonna attach that, and then I'm gonna attach that piece to this. Ha. So there we go. Boom. So next, with any scraps, try to use the scraps first. They matter. And you're going to use this and you're going to roll it into a snake. And then what you're going to do is you're going to use the bottom of your rolling pin to kind of smash it into a nice flat shape. You can also use your butter knife for this to just kind of like flatten it. And the reason I'm doing this is because this right here is printed, which was kind of a mistake, but okay. So next what you're going to do is you're just going to add this on. And there we go. Hopefully this will hold it. And what I'm actually going to do, once I have this, I'm going to add some accents. So I'm actually going to take this. I'm going to show you how to do it. So I'm not going to attach these two yet. It kind of reminds me of Rapunzel's tower for some really weird way, and for some really stupid reason. Okay, so I'm going to knead these two together, and I'm going to add some accents to this and to the bowl just to kind of give it like some more. And Okay, so back to kneading. So I have kneaded this. So maybe you could use like that fourth piece for kneading, for making this. And then what you're gonna do is you're just going to split this into a few pieces. Oh, stupid plane. Do you hear it? Hopefully not. I'm just gonna talk louder. Kidding. Okay, so what I'm actually going to do is right here, to make it like twisty a little bit. My voice is all of a sudden scratchy. To make it a little bit more twisty, I'm just gonna kind of twist it, and then I'm just gonna roll it. I'm just gonna twist, 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 and then I'm gonna kind of like roll it. But to give it that twisting effect, I'm gonna twist it, and then I'm gonna roll it, so then it kind of looks like this. So do you see how it's like really pretty and marbly? That's what I'm kind of go for. I was actually thinking about adding a third color, like a green, but I like how this turned out. So then it kind of does have the green in it. This is so pretty. I'm like so proud of this. Right here. So pretty. So I'm just gonna make a little swirl with this, like this, by like a cinnamon roll, like a little roll, and then I'm gonna just attach it right here, and I'm gonna make a smaller one and just go like this to make it smaller. So just keep making the accents. If you don't want to, you can just skip through this part. But yeah, just going to like roll it like that, and then you just break it off where you want it to be broken off, and then you just attach it. I'm kind of done with this now, so I'm going to start decorating this part. And I'm gonna decorate the lid first. I can take that off. And I'm not gonna decorate the pot in itself because I feel like that would be too hard. So I'm just gonna take these little swirls and I'm gonna put them all around the little handle. I'm gonna make a little bit. Actually, this is already this is like that, so. And I'm not gonna make it like an actual swirl. I'm actually trying to go for more of like just a marbled circle. Just gonna make a little bit more because that needed to be done. And I'm actually gonna try to do it for various sizes. And make this one kind of small. And then it kind of looks cool. So here, we're done. Thank you for watching. I am going to bake this. Yeah. So make sure to follow the packaging instructions, and if you do not see any instructions for baking on your packaging, which you should see some instructions, I used polymer clay here. You can use any other kind of clay, but I used polymer clay, specifically Sculpey, which you might get about the same results, and I'm letting you know I am using polymer clay. You can use any other kind of clay, but I just like polymer because what happens is it never dries out. So then instead of air dry clay where it kind of starts to dry as you're making it, with polymer clay, it never dries out, which is cool. Yeah. So make sure you subscribe, click that little red button. Thank you for watching. My goal is 5 likes, and 20 views. I'm not going to give you a certain date. And FYI, yeah, I'm going to post another video before that happens, but I'm almost 11. So yeah, yay. So thanks for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and you're already put on the views since you've already watched it. But this is my art. This is my type of art. I really like polymer clay. If you want to get into it, that would be really cool. But thanks for watching, and I will see you in the not too far distant future because I am doing another video. I will be doing another video in the not too far distant future. Thanks for watching.